radio.
All right, it's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. It is 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. That means it is once again time for Open Mic Radio. We're going to get it rolling with one from our featured guest today. This is Sam DiAgostino.
Powerless, powerless. Like Casey Jones didn't watch my speed, didn't heed the warnings or the need. I hop my eyes with tears of pain. Somebody stop this runaway train. I'm powerless. Makes me powerless, powerless. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby says, get ready, let's go. Starting gate low and behold, I keep falling further on behind. I don't believe there's a finish line, and I'm powerless, powerless. Powerless, powerless. I can't live without you, but my world around you, something about you makes me powerless, powerless. Yeah, 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 Thank you.
All righty, I love it. Welcome to the program, everyone. It's Open Mic Radio. It is Saturday, September 3rd. Glad you're with us. We do this every Saturday afternoon from 4 until 6 p.m. Live music, interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined once again by Kind Kurt, providing the theme music and some wisdom.
Hello, Roseport.
Hello, my friend Kurt. And yes, we do. We feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it. And another lovely summer weekend. I can't believe how awesome the weather has been. I mean, even August. I mean, pretty much for me, I thought August was great. I mean, it wasn't nearly as hot as typical.
Pretty dry. Yeah. Beautiful today.
Yeah, dry.
Anyway, great stuff this weekend. I can't believe how excellent the weather is. But in any case, always a lot to do in Columbia on the weekends. And hope you find a way to enjoy some of it, okay? First Friday yesterday. And a big night downtown. What'd you do out there? If you had something that you did that was fun, you can give us a call maybe a little bit later, okay? Anyway, looking forward to the show this afternoon. We have Mr. Sam DiAgostino with us today.
Yo, yo, yo.
All right, he's going to play some songs for us. We also have Mr. Dave Angle here for a bit. And Dave's going to play some songs as well. He's on sort of a limited schedule today. Dave has a show coming up with the other days, I think, a little bit later at Cooper's Landing, but we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to have some fun like we do every Saturday here on Open Mic Radio. We will also do a rundown of some things that are happening around town tonight and tomorrow, a little bit later in the week perhaps. Lots to do, so get out there, have some fun, okay? All right, now you never know who might stop by in here, so if you're a friend of the show, please do. All right, 401 Bernadette, the new digs for KOPN. We got a bunch.
The door is open.
Yeah,
Sweet little place.
Doors are open, and we got a bunch of cool folks down here this afternoon. We'd love to say hi, okay? Or give us a call later, 443 later, 443-8255. Yeah, that's why I said don't call now. All right? Yeah, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380. That's when everyone calls. They're like, okay, now we'll get it, right? So anyway, okay, a couple more quick things. Big thanks to TK, grooving on the one mic since 2 p.m. Yeah, before that, Morgan and a Motherland Jam. Awesome stuff.
That Soul Sessions stuff sounds pretty damn interesting, if you ask me.
Yeah, one of the gentlemen that TK mentioned, his name is Josh Runnels, I believe it is his last name. He goes, his art name is JRTs. And I've seen and heard him perform, and he's extremely good. And there's a bunch of really talented folks.
Did we figure out when it is?
We think it's the 24th. It might be the 30th.
Okay.
So
be on the lookout.
We'll inform you of the next Soul Sessions that'll be coming. It's a monthly thing down there at the Blue Note or at Rose sometimes. But anyway, we're going to get TK to stick around one day after her program, and she can chat with us on open mic and talk a little bit about Soul Sessions and maybe their next show. Okay. All right, so we'll do a rundown of some things. If you want to stop by, do that. Motherland Jam before TK. That's great music from the continent of Africa. Morgan does an amazing job, and if you want to hear great stuff from all over the continent of Africa, listen to Motherland Jam. Saturdays from noon till 2. We've got the wheel here from 4 until 6. What happens at 6 o'clock?
Rashumba, man.
Rashumba and a reggae party, baby.
Reggae party.
That's right.
And you're invited.
That's right. Pop a red stripe and check out Rashumba from 6 to 8 with a reggae party. And 8 o'clock until 11, Chris with Blues on Broadway. Great stuff.
Is it Morgan that does Motherland Jam?
Well, it's his evil twin, let's put it that way.
He's been doing that for a long time.
We won't let the word get out.
Split personality.
So, anyway, really good stuff on KOPN round the clock, okay? Your imagination station, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're streaming at kopn.org. All right, last week it was just me and Kurt. We had a fun show, a chance to hear some great songs from our own kind Kurt. And thank you again, Mr. Kitson. I appreciate the music last week.
Thank you.
Once again, we are joined by the awesome John Lamb. John will be shooting some video, and he's been doing that.
Cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. Anyway, during the show,
he's okay.
He'll be shooting some stuff, and if you'd actually like to see some of the amazing performances that you hear on open mic radio, you can check out some of the videos that John has shot over the last month or so. You can do that at my website at mikehagan.com, or you can go to YouTube. John, what's your YouTube? We need to link up your YouTube user so everyone can see that.
I think it's Speed Limit Productions.
Speed Limit Productions on YouTube, and there's some great video there of Violet, who was here a couple weeks ago, Samantha Furkey, Justin Hickerson,
real good video, by the way.
Drona from a couple weeks ago, and anyway, so appreciate the awesome work that John does for us, and he's here this afternoon, and we appreciate that. So if you missed it, check out the website. You can subscribe to the podcast, and you never miss another show. All right, and you get all the bonus. You get all the bonus videos if you go check out the website. Okay, all right. MikeHagan.com is the way to do that. KOPN.org is the other way for today's show. All right, we get to it here. We are joined by the multi-talented Sam D'Agostino. He is an excellent singer. He's a songwriter. He's a guitarist. And we've been talking about doing radio for a long time, actually.
Yeah.
So we finally got around
got it together
to it. So I'm really glad that Sam's here today. We also have with us this afternoon, at least for a limited amount of time, Mr. Dave Angle.
Dave Angle.
Hola.
Hello, Dave. Dave is a old-time
I'm on a
friend of the program.
70-day Duolingo streak.
What does that mean?
I am learning Spanish via Duolingo. 70 days.
Entonces podemos hablar de cualquier cosa.
Not quite yet. I might have another. I got to go a little further.
We need at least 71 days. I know that much.
Poquito. Más despacio, por favor.
Well, that's cool, though. I mean, for any particular reason, or just to learn Spanish?
We went to Spain, and then I started doing it after that. I learned. Here's what I will salute Andy Ream in many ways, and one of them is he heard I was going. He knew I didn't speak Spanish, and he said, "Hey, here's your phrase." Que tengas un buen día.
Something nice.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
And that told a lot of people that at least I was
You're trying. Yeah.
And I often heard igualmente in response, enthusiastically. I've been inspired. I don't know about this Duolingo thing. It's almost like...
is it like an internet-based thing, like Babbel.com or something like that? Or
it's an app, and it's sort of gamified, so it's kind of got you going back to get these gems or to complete these levels.
Cool. Gives you something to do while you're doing it.
Exactly, but I'm not learning as quickly as I would like to. I have no idea what Sam said.
We need to take about 40 years off all of our lives, and then we can learn fast again.
Fair enough. It's another. There's another aspect to Spain that was fascinating. Is the flamenco guitar style?
Oh man! And Sam's got a little of that in him, actually.
Indeed, on that last piece, absolutely, with the right hand especially.
Yeah. I think Sam, jump in. Are you familiar with that style, or is that just sort of naturally the way you play a little bit?
It's just kind of the way I play.
Yeah.
But
you've never done like flamenco, like tried to learn flamenco style.
No.
Like legit.
I would have to, it would take me years.
When you said we would take 40 years off our lives, that's what came to my mind is, if I had 40 years, I'd go back and learn flamenco.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, anyway, so Dave is playing with I don't know how many other Daves this afternoon.
It is the usual crew plus the somewhat usual, may I say, Paul Weber is appearing. He did not play with us last time, and Scott McCullough did, but this time it's Paul. So it's me, Durley, Lotvin, Paul,
Hickerson?
And Dusty. Yep.
Okay, all right. So a whole slew of Daves.
Yeah.
The Cinco.
6 o'clock.
Cinco Daves at 6 o'clock tonight at Cooper's Landing, and it's a lovely night.
It's going to kick ass. There might even be a bonfire.
Man, I mean, it's it was maybe 82 degrees this afternoon. This evening by the river is going to be just fantastic.
Come on out.
All right, so the Daves tonight at Cooper's. Who's there right now? There's someone this afternoon. I don't know. Kurt, do we know who's at Cooper's this afternoon? Well, it really doesn't matter because they're certainly not listening to this. Yeah. Anyway,
it is.
Would you like to play a song, Dave?
I would. I have my compliment to Kurt's song.
Oh, the opener for the show. All right, cool. All right, so cool. I'm going to have us do a little mic magic here. So if you would just sort of point. I just want to have, we'll just point that one there, and that's fine. Just like that, Kurt. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's
and
hotter,
for sure. Then we'll just swing that one back over to Sam at the end of the song. You keep yours. Yeah. That one's good there. That's good there, Kurt. But keep your mic, and at the end of the song, he'll just grab his mic. Yeah. You don't have to move this one.
I'm used to having mics
taken
away from me.
This is some... Hey, there's Clark in the house. Good to see you, my friend. All right, once again, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. This is Mr. Dave Angle.
Well, I don't want to hear from Cole or Chase or Luke. When it hits my ears, I think I'm gonna puke. I got nothing against old Stevie Ray, but you can hear that cat man every day. Give me Community, I want to hear it again. Turn your radio dial to KOPN. Yeah. You know Spotify's gonna make me cry. I got 1 million plays and I still can't get by. It don't matter who's speaking the truth. All that matters is who fits the suit. Yeah. Give me Community, I'm gonna hear it again. Turn your radio dial. KLPN.
Nice.
I love it. A special one there for the new radio station.
Indeed, my first time in the new digs.
Or the rebirth of
Thanks
KOPN
for the invite,
here.
Mike.
I love it. Thank you very much, Dave, for writing that song.
That's really cool.
That's one that Dave wrote. It's been a couple years, maybe a few years.
Oh, yeah?
Wrote it for this show, and I think we actually had a pledge drive that during that particular time, and we got to use that for promotions and everything. Anyway, it's fantastic, and I wish that KOPN would somehow use that in a more official sense somehow. Maybe someday. We'll see. I need to talk with Jet about that. So anyway, awesome stuff. Dave Angle. Catch him and the rest of the Daves tonight in about an hour and a half down there at Cooper's Landing. Once again, it's going to be a beautiful night down there by the river, and the Daves are a whole lot of fun. If you haven't ever checked them out, you really should give that a shot. All right, Dave, grab that microphone. Actually, no, we're going to have Sam do a song. All right, Sam, you want to do another one?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Anytime.
Yeah, we're going to get as much music as we can in here, certainly in the first half hour before Dave has to leave, and then we'll take a little time and talk with Sam about some deeper stuff. And Dave, also, I want to talk with you a little bit about other things that we have coming up, okay? All right, once again, though, Open Mic Radio, and you're listening to it, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. This is Sam DiAgostino.
I found you in the dark. I heard you screaming, but the door was locked. Just wanna hold you back. Just want to prevent the shots. Baby, you're blue, and I can't leave you now. Say, wouldn't want to anyhow, but I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. No, 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 no. Well, I thought your heart was mine. It's in another place and time. It's just another trap. I feel the teeth are digging in my spine. Baby, you're blue. Well, I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. Well, I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. No, 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 no. Purity leaves me torn. Precious words, vow sworn, but you touch me with your eyes. But we're not held to fire's lights. No, baby, you're blue. But I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. But I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. No, 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 no. Would have loved to bear my soul. You're gazing stars through the window. You're tearing at your dress. The dams are empty, the lines are sleepless, and baby, you're blue. But I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. But I can't leave you now. Wouldn't want to anyhow. No, 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 no. Baby, you're blue. Baby, you're blue. Baby, you're blue. Baby, you're blue.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's Sam DiAgostino. What do you call that one, Sam?
Baby, you're blue.
Baby, you're blue.
Baby, you're blue. That's an old one.
All right.
Is there a lyric in there that says something to the effect of, I feel your teeth in my spine? Or did I hear that wrong?
Yeah, I feel the teeth. I feel the teeth are digging in my spine. Is what
Damn,
man, that's rough. And that's a Sam DiAgostino original.
Yeah.
What was the song that you used at the or that you played at the beginning of the show? Yeah.
That is Powerless.
Oh, yeah.
Powerless.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an old. That's from the 12 Steps.
Ah.
From rehab.
Yeah.
So that's the first step. You have to admit you're
Admit
powerless.
it, yeah. Well, that's a
Yeah.
tough one, but true enough for all of us, I think.
I'm working on it.
Right?
Can't
Okay,
that-
so Mr. Dave Angle, we got a few more minutes with you. Let's talk a little bit about the music school project that you're involved
okay.
with.
All right.
Okay?
So unusually for us, we have been indirectly associated with something academic.
And by us, you mean...
Well, Durnley and I really, but
Okay.
we are. So the Columbia has a one read event every year, and it's associated with the library, and the library is now associating with the music school at MU and the State Historical Society. Both have a very strong folk department.
Yeah,
And I am really just kind of becoming aware of this academic center that we have here in Columbia. But
Kevin works there.
right. And I didn't realize there was this folk music emphasis.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
So, it's just pretty cool. Anyway, the MU Music School, the State Historical Society, and Daniel Boone Library are putting on this thing at the music school. And the book that they chose this year is called... the Big Door Prize, I think is what it's called. Big Door Prize.
All right.
And it's by its author, but it's...
Hey, your memory's just fine, man.
Yes, no problem. Clearly I've read the book. It has in each, at the beginning of each chapter, it has a John Prine lyric. And it
Right on.
It tries to tie that into the story. So
Interesting.
that is pretty cool. So Lisa Higgins asked us if we would come and play, and it's going to be September 16th at the music school. I think they're getting a bigger place because people started responding.
Right
so
on.
I don't think it costs anything, but it's a different kind
So
of
that's a
event.
Friday. That's a Friday.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah.
September 16th. So you can look for it on social media, and it was full, but I think they're going to move it to a different room, so I think there'll be room for more.
And how are they
folks.
billing it again?
One read. I think.
Okay.
Did you say billing it?
Yeah, how are
billing
they-
it?
yeah,
it's Columbia One Read.
And you're just going to
I
be
think that's
musical
probably
accompaniment.
what comes up. Well, we're going to do a few John Prine songs, which is I'm going to do. So they,
cool.
we have a few, and then they were kind of putting the pressure on to learn a few more. So this one, you know what I mean? So this one, we Dern and I have in the set list now as a result of agreeing to do this gig.
Right on. This song that you're going to play for us now.
And it's
Cool.
it's John Prine. It's called Souvenirs. Great song from John Prine. He described that he wrote it on the way to his first gig in Chicago when he was still a mailman. And as he described that, he was older when he was doing so, and he said, "I wish I could still do that."
Oh,
so,
man.
it was a song written. It's kind of got not quite as direct as Teeth in Your Spine, which is damn impressive if I do say so myself. But it has that sort of impact.
All right.
So anyway, it's Souvenirs.
Very cool. Dave Angle playing some John Prine for us here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org.
All the snow has turned to water. Christmas days have come and gone. Broken toys and faded colors are all that's left to linger on. And I hate graveyards and old pawn shops, for they always bring me tears. I can't forget the way they robbed me of my childhood souvenir. Memories, they can't be bought, can't be won in carnivals for free. It's took me years to get these souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me. Broken hearts and dirty windows make life difficult to see. That's why last night and tomorrow always look the same to me. And I hate reading old love letters, for they always bring me tears. I can't forgive the way they robbed me of my sweetheart's souvenir. All memories, they can't be bought. They can't be won in carnivals for free. It's took me years to get these souvenirs, and I don't know how they slipped away from me.
Wow.
All right. Woo! Thanks for bringing me on a little bit, Mike. That was nice.
I love it,
Appreciate
Dave.
it.
I love it. Great to see you. Of course.
Go on down to Cooper's, everybody.
Yeah. Cooper's Landing,
It's
6
a
till 8,
happening
right
thing.
after this program. Head on down there and check it out. Going to be some great music tonight, and I'm sure a bunch of cool river folks down there, and you can get yourself
Perfect
something to
weather
eat.
for
and,
it.
Indeed.
So,
Oh, shit. Hey, Wayne.
Ding, 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 ding.
Dang it.
well,
I did that
we'll
last
see
time.
Dave later.
I cannot.
That's a shocker.
All right. Adios, amigos. Good to see you guys.
Tell the guys we said hi,
see you,
Dave. All right. The one and only.
Wayne
Dave.
does that to people.
Ain't it the truth?
All right, Dave Angle.
He
once
makes
again,
me cuss all the time.
Catch him tonight at Cooper's Landing, 6 o'clock until 9 or so with the rest of the day. There's going to be a great show down there at the river tonight, okay? All right, we are in the studio now, joined this afternoon by Mr. Sam DiAgostino.
Yo.
We got a couple from him already. We're going to get a few more throughout the rest of the show. I'd like to say hi to Corinne and Wayne in the house this afternoon. And, of course, Con Kurtz here adding some sound help. I appreciate the microphone work that Kurt's helping out with this afternoon. And Clark Leyshock in the house, too. How you doing, my brother?
Hello.
Hello,
How's
Columbia.
everybody doing out there?
I don't know. We're doing pretty good in here. I don't know how they're doing out there, but we'll ask. If you want to tell us how you're doing out there, 573-443-8255, 573-443-7380. And then you can let us know how you're doing. And if you're
The
close
phone
to,
lines are open.
the phone lines are open.
Phone lines are open.
And operators are
Ladies and
standing
gentlemen,
by
call in,
for your call. And all my screeners here that make sure you don't say nasty things on the air.
We'll do our best.
Right? Okay, so thank you, Dave. Have a good one, brother. Okay, Sam, let's talk
Mike.
a little bit about your background, Mr. Music. You have a huge musical family.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Now, I only know, I know your sister, Debbie. I know John. He's been down here before, actually, with me at the old station with the Fried Crawdaddies once or twice. But what about your parents, grandparents? Is it like a generational thing? Are you all musicians?
My dad was he was a musician when he was younger, which I didn't even know, but I knew he could sing like anything, and the music definitely came from that side of the family. And yeah, everybody in the family sings and this, that, and the other, but only John, Debbie, and I are performers, so to speak. You know.
Well, you've got a couple of daughters that I think
yeah.
are performers, or at least they used to
They
be.
used to be until they both got pregnant.
Oh.
That was the end of that. I told them that
that'll do it, I guess.
They had their priorities wrong. You know?
Well, maybe they can get back into music a little bit when they get a little bit older and the kids are growing up a little bit more. So
They do
know?
still. They still hop
I
in
remember
with
your
me every once in a while.
daughter Anna had just a lovely voice and could really sing. She sang her ass off when she was 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That was in a public setting, thank you.
I mean, sang her bottom off.
Oh, yes, okay. You can say that. I can't say the other one.
Is that right?
Right.
Which ones can't you say, Mike?
Well, what Dave
We need
said,
to
I
go
can't
through
say
a list.
that. I can say ass.
How else am I supposed to know, like, what I'm
Well,
supposed
you
to
got to
say?
watch
in
some
that thing
George
unless you tell
Carlin.
me?
I think
you got to
we need a
know.
chart.
You need Carlin's list. We should put it on the wall,
I think we
only
need a
for my
chart,
show.
Yeah.
That's the only one. Those that put it up every Saturday afternoon and then take it down.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, okay. All right. Musical training. You're playing a guitar this afternoon. What kind of a guitar is that? First of all.
It's a Takamine.
Takamine.
Nice little sounding thing. I got it out of a pawn shop for this guy who had seen better days, but he had 2 guitars in the pawn shop for 2 years.
Huh.
Kept paying to keep them in there. And so he just slid the 2 tickets across from me. One was an Ibanez, one was this.
Uh-huh.
And he said, you pay to get either one of these
Either
out,
one of
you
them.
can have them.
Really?
Yeah.
And
So
you took
how
both of
long
them?
do
And
you
you
have
got
to-
both of
No,
them?
I could only take one.
You got, yeah. Well,
I
you probably
picked the Takamine.
picked the right one.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like it.
Huh? Yeah. Are there? Do you play other instruments other than the guitar? That's your thing.
When did
No,
you
and I
start
have no
learning?
training.
No,
Well-
that was my next question. You haven't been like classically trained or any sort of lessons, that type
I
of
don't
thing?
even know what notes I'm playing half the time.
So you play by ear primarily?
Yeah.
Like
So when
fully?
did you first pick it up?
Yeah, I
Sam?
was just too lazy to actually learn how to do it correctly.
Like, when did you first pick up the guitar and start learning? Like,
When I was
picking it.
I was living on the hippie farm in Easley, Rainbow Ridge, back in the 70s.
Ah, it sounds
All
lovely.
right, nice.
There were always guitars sitting around the house, so I started picking one up. And then I got married in 78. And all my friends...
That put an end to that.
And that put an end to that.
And then I put the guitar down.
All my friends, a bunch of my friends chipped in and bought me a guitar. Oh, thank you so much. Corinne just handed me some water, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, so a bunch of friends bought me a guitar, and then it was off from there.
All right, cool. All right, what about influences? Like who were you listening to when you were really sort of cutting your teeth? Like that influences your style. I mean, I
Bowie's
know you
number
like a lot of
one.
different kind of music, but
Bowie's number 1, Dylan.
Really?
The Beatles. Well,
Bowie number 1 though.
yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
Like you didn't even hesitate. You like
It's-
straight away like Bowie
Yeah,
first. Yeah.
he was just in high school during that era is when he came out with Ziggy Stardust and
Oh,
Aladdin
yeah.
Sane. That all came out like while I was in high school. You know, and
Right.
he was different, weird.
Yeah, he was wild.
And you know, so it was like, and I was going to a Catholic high school. So it's like he was like my savior.
I went to a Catholic high school as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still recovering.
There's
but
a bunch
yes.
of us out there recovering alcohol, recovering.
Recovery Catholics.
Catholics.
That's right. Yeah, we need to start another 12-step.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all you Catholics out there, we love you. No offense, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
All right, do you ever play with a band, or is it primarily?
Funny you should say that. No,
'Cause I know you
don't.
get-
No, I don't. But I used to play with my daughters years ago. We had a group called Pop Fiction.
Nice.
Yeah, we took it off of the name off of Pulp Fiction, and put pop onto it.
I like it.
Which spoke to the music, but also that I was the dad and they were the daughters. You know.
Right,
Pop
right,
Fiction.
right.
But I'm playing the 16th with John and Sean Erickson, who used to be with Ma Jones, I believe. Okay, no.
John, grab a
Somebody
mic.
was- He's with the Stone Throwers now. Anyway, so I'm playing with a band, and that's the 16th of September. It's a happy hour gig.
Yeah, that's a Friday.
5 to 7, and I'm splitting it with Tom Williams.
Nice. That's
a dive
awesome.
bar, correct?
Yeah, it is awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't want to do 2 hours, and I just took a shot and called Tom. He was like,
Sure, I'll play an hour.
I'm in.
That's
Yeah.
that's incredible.
So I'm
Where's
gonna-
where's that?
That's out on the patio
Dive
of the
bar.
dive bar?
At the dive bar.
Dive bar. Yeah.
We'll have to put that on our list. Make sure we talk. Well, actually, we
It's
won't
on
be
the
on the air
list.
next year. We talk about it this
We
afternoon.
won't be
Okay.
there next year?
And so, John
what
Lamb,
he said?
what is your? Sam said that he's playing with you and somebody else. Are
Bass player,
oh, so you'll be playing bass, and then you'll have a drummer too, or what?
Sean Erickson.
Sean will be on the drums. Yeah. Oh,
And then
cool.
I'm hoping to get Tom Williams to sit in for
Maybe he
couple
could sit in and
things,
play a few with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Huh.
He
Right
used to
on.
play with Del Alma for those of you out there in Radio Land that know Del Alma from the past. Yeah. Latin group, wonderful group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to do the dances, or remember when they
Yeah.
like them, and then they would have Los Desperados, and both of those bands were.
Yeah, they used
Were
to
awesome.
do that Quinton's thing. That was a really eclectic deal. They would play at Quinton's, which was kind of a frat bar,
This is down on the corner of 9th and Locust. If you're not, it's no longer there. Now it's a big apartment complex.
And East Side Tavern didn't open until 8 o'clock at that time. I think that's still the way they are.
Huh.
Anyway, so they would go to Quentin's for happy hour. And then you had the Music Cafe next door, which was,
eventually
the
became the Blue
the Bohemians kind
right,
of.
That's right.
And so on Sunday night, you had all of those people plus the Latins. So it was a real weird mix of all kinds of people. It was just a crazy time.
Yeah, great music and wild dancing and drinking, and it was crazy. Yeah, those were the days. I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's have another song. I got a bunch more questions, but you got a lot of music to play, and I know you've got a deep repertoire. So let's dig one out of there, and you can play another one for us, okay?
All right.
What are you going to do? What you going to do?
This is called The Crash Bears True. Or The Crash. I guess it's called The Crash. The Crash meaning change.
All right, once again, Sam DiAgostino, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
A river runs through, and I'm in the waterfall. The crash bears true. And I'm riding a wave 10 feet tall, and the ocean wide is full of sharks and pirate sails. Poseidon hails me, and Blackbeard wails, and many other fairy tales. And she is always there for me, and she always cares for me, and she lights my way. I carry my axe through a forest of blue spruce hues, like your eyes. The crash bears true, and I'm running from a forest fire, and Robin Hood and Arthur find a little girl with wondrous eyes, and she and I can fly, and she is always there for me, and she always cares for me, and she lights my way. The night runs through, and I'm lost and wandering. The crash bears true, and I find my feet again, and Superman shakes my hand, and the Justice League and I, we take our stand, and she is always there for me, and she always cares for me, and she lights my way.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
I love it. All right. Once again, Sam DiAgostino in the studio this afternoon. Love to have you here, Sam.
Yeah.
What was that one called? I'm keeping my list here. You said
The Crash. The Crash bears true. The Crash bears true.
All right. So you've been busy last year or so, including you made a really cool video. With the help of Mr. Lamb here as
John
well.
Lamb.
It sounds like, but
The master.
anyway, it's called Nancy Drew Sings the Blues, and
With a shuttered moan.
maybe we can actually play. Maybe I'll find that and play it later in the show, or at least the music part of it.
I could do the music part.
Maybe you do, maybe you do that. But tell us a little bit about the video, because it's also it's almost like a short film. Describe it for everyone, okay?
So, first of all, John and I were sitting around one day, and he does corporate videos, I guess, how else to say it.
He's got all kinds of time, apparently, this
he
guy.
just really wanted to do something creative rather than, not that the corporate stuff wasn't creative, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Artsy. Anyway, so I had this idea. The song was birthed from the Nashville Songwriters Association meetings. That's a thing that Amy McGovern does, where songwriters get together and they write songs off of prompts. So before each meeting, they give you a phrase or a word or something to write to.
Okay.
And it's a way of disciplining yourself in the writing process, forcing yourself to do something, So this one particular thing, the word was naked, So, and there's other influences. So that's part of the verse, or part of the chorus, I mean. And I've got a daughter that loves Nancy Drew. She plays these Nancy Drew games day in and day out. She's got I don't know how many Nancy Drew books. And so that was just in the back of my mind, I guess. I don't know, And so I ended up creating this story, a Nancy Drew mystery about she lives in an apartment with a bay window overlooking a harbor, and they find a dead man. Oh, and she's Detective Nancy Drew, by the way. She's all grown up. And this is in the... So we filmed... so there's a dead man in a boat, and there's this mystery about it and all that. And there's sort of a co-detective who's kind of a womanizer, but at the same time he's charming and she likes him and blah, 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 And so we filmed Steve Easterling playing the part of a detective on Alley A downtown. And, dark alley.
That's perfect.
A detective with a trench coat, and he walks through the alley under the lights and he tells the story.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's a great short video, movie, whatever, short story.
It came out pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had Tony Laughlin play saxophone, and he's like the lone sax player in
the background,
deserted
the music
city sidewalk,
right, like in under the street lamps, and they're misty. It's it's classic.
Yeah, so it's cool. And then at the end of his talk about the story and what happens with Nancy Drew, the detective is now in front of my house where the studio is, and he says, and so now, unable to sleep tonight, Nancy Drew sings the blues with a shudder and moan. And playing the part of Nancy Drew is Sam D'Agostino. so then that's when I go into the tune.
All right. Well, I think now's as good a time as any to play that one, huh? All right. But let me ask John. Let me get John real fast and talk to him a little bit about making that video, because I think.
Oh yeah, please do.
All right.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, John, what do you think? Tell me about. Is there a process for that? Like, how do you even start with something like that?
This was all in Sam's head, which was cool. He had a complete vision. He had written out the story. He knew who he wanted to be in it. And so I was just kind of rolling with what he had going on. So, and we had a lot of fun. We shot it over a couple months. The detective part was in the winter, and then the saxophone part was in the hottest day in June. And so we had to do a little camera angle trickery to hide all the sweat that was coming off of Tony.
That poor guy.
But he did a great job. Tony did. He kind of scored the beginning for us.
Yeah,
he's
Tony got so into it, he just kept playing and playing and playing, and John and I were looking at each other like
how long is this video going to be?
He's played more than enough. Who's going to tell him to stop?
We quietly packed up and drove away, and he was still going.
He's like Bleeding Gums Murphy in The Simpsons. He just sit there all night and just play on the bridge, know.
Right.
So.
No. Tony came up with something real quick, and
he was wonderful.
And it was fantastic. So.
Well, he's a talented dude. In fact, you can catch him 6:00 tonight down at Cooper's Landing. He's one of the many Daves that'll be playing this evening down by the river. Dave Lotvin tonight, at least.
Yeah, Dave Lotvin.
Yeah. So anyway, very cool. So the whole length is what, about eight minutes or so long? I think.
Yeah, it's about a 3.5 minute setup and then a 3.5 minute song.
Okay.
So, so about 7, but
all right. And you obviously you enjoy doing stuff like that. Do you plan on doing more things like that?
Sam keeps telling me yes.
We got one in the works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple more ideas, and and then I'm doing this stuff for fun.
No, this is fantastic. So. I can't tell you. I have told you I try, but I mean, John sort of single-handedly upgraded this whole radio program in the matter of about 30 days because of the video that he shot and the ability for us to share some of the music that's recorded in this studio and share it in the video world, which makes a much bigger difference, apparently.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and there's a guy in the corner, Wayne, who came up with the idea of connecting us.
Yeah. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate the connect. So, we're all sort of friends in here. We've Sam and I have known each other for a long time, and of course, Wayne and Corinne's an old girl around town here for quite a few years. Part of the gang.
Young girl.
Well, you know what I mean. She's lovely. All right. And anyway, no, just a bunch of good folks here, and I'm glad that we're all here together this afternoon, and maybe we can pray together afterwards or something.
That's right.
Okay, so Sam, let's get to our song. Right. Okay. Once again, this is what's the full title?
Thank you, Kurt. Nancy Drew sings the blues with a shudder and moan.
All right. Once again, Nancy Drew sings the blues. KOPN Columbia, Sam DiAgostino.
There's a light under the canvas, and I'm never gonna sleep tonight. I know you're looking for me, send shivers up and down my spine. And I feel your footsteps from behind, makes me shudder and moan. I feel your eyes across my back, they wanna tumble down my clothes. You make me feel naked. 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 I wanna bare my soul to you, for you. I wear layers just to keep you out of my head. But the more I wear, the less you care. You make me feel bare instead. You make me feel naked. 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 I want to bare my soul to you, for you. All the other ladies, they're all restless in their beds, but the dancing feet and the song they sing is they'll be happy if it's you that's dead. You make me feel naked. 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 I want to bare my soul to you, for you. There's a light under the canvas, and I'm never gonna sleep tonight. I know you're looking for me, you send shivers up and down my spine. And I feel your footsteps from behind, makes me shudder and moan. I feel your eyes across my back, they wanna tumble down my clothes. You make me feel naked. You make me feel naked. I wanna bare my soul to you, for you.
All right.
Thank you.
Nancy Drew sings the blues. Sam DiAgostino. You're listening to it here live in the studio this afternoon. Love it. KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Sam, great stuff, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love it. Well, let's see. What am I else going to ask you here? Recording. Are you recording any of this stuff?
I don't record anything.
I don't. I was going to say I don't think I've ever seen
this program. Might hear this. This might be the deepest archive I'm ever going to have.
Hey, that's all right. I don't mind it. I'll take that.
Years from now,
I'll be responsible for that. No problem.
On my phone.
Yeah, that and Wade's phone. Now, I've been in the studio a few times, never felt comfortable with it, and to actually do a CD or whatever you want to call it,
right,
LP. It just never happened. It's one of the reasons I started doing these music videos too, is because there's something I can visualize, something I can attack, and I can complete.
Yeah.
And it's a little more in depth. I worked with video down in South America for a television station down there. So
really, when was that? A long time ago or no?
Long time ago. Yes, I was living down there, and I started doing Christian television.
What part of South America?
Bolivia. The city of La Paz. Well, I was in the rural area, and then I moved to the city of La Paz. And then
Clark's from Honduras.
Mm-hmm. This hey, I don't know.
I mean, not that
close.
It's not that close. Kind of.
Not really.
Yeah.
It's just in the same Earth, though.
Right. Same planet.
Oh, the same sphere.
Sorry, Mike.
Same Earth. Yeah.
So I started doing. So this. I was a missionary down there, and this church knew that I had like Muppets that I would take for the kids in the villages, So this church came to me and said, "Hey, could you do like 15 minutes on a Sunday,
The Muppet Show."
And I'm like, "Sure." Right.
Well,
then they got donated everything they needed for their own channel,
Right.
So then they say,
they canceled you?
They were like, "Could you do 6 hours a day?"
Oh God.
I was like, "No, I can't do 6 hours a day." But I started, raised on Sesame Street,
Yeah.
I understand the concepts behind it, where it's very short things, and so I started building a television program, a half-hour television program.
Cool.
Do you
made
always
with
travel
all
with
these
puppets?
Muppets? No, yeah, right. To this day. His name's my biggest one is Wayne.
Boom.
You're just the fall guy. So anyway, I started making this half-hour program with all these Muppets and stuff like that, and then
That's awesome.
and then this they had a youth program, kind of like an MTV thing, and they asked me to do like musical numbers, so I started filming these music videos.
That's incredible.
And I had a blank slate, and I would the first one I did was I took Ezekiel and Jeremiah, two prophets, and I took a doomsday prophecy by Jeremiah where it goes, "Woe unto you,"
Oh, yeah.
And I put it to rap. So you had these two Old Testament prophets, and Ezekiel goes, you paint us prophets to be religious and all that, but really that's just how things were in those times. Here's how you might hear a prophecy nowadays. And he goes, "Hit it, maestro," and then they start
rapping it.
Well, man, they played that thing. It went wildfire.
Oh my God.
So then I was like,
Straight up the charts.
Yeah. So then I started creating them, and I had the rural work. So on Monday I had to write a song. I had a synthesizer that could do violins and all this stuff.
Right.
So I would do whatever instrumentation on that synthesizer, and I would pump that into the video equipment, and then do guitar and vocals. And then I would change my voice and do up to 6 vocals sometimes in some of these songs. But I had to have all that done by Tuesday evening when the Muppeteers came, plus the scenery. Right, plus the sceneries and costumes.
Oh my God!
So it was
what a production!
So you're making the costumes too?
Holy smokes!
They were simple.
Yeah.
They were simple. They were cardboard fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's incredible.
But it was great. It was great. Some of them, a lot of them came out terrible.
Oh,
honestly, because.
But that makes them good though too. I mean, that kind of stuff. Like even when it's bad, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it was a lot of fun, and so I'm really inspired to do some more stuff.
with the John Boy.
All right.
There better be
Yeah.
puppets.
Better be puppets.
That's right.
I'm counting
We
on
want
that.
puppets next time.
I still
All right?
have my main puppet from down there.
My main puppet. Right? His name's Corn Pop, right?
Corn Pop, yeah.
All right, Sam. Where are we at? Is it top of the hour yet?
Top of the
I think
hour
it's pretty
right
close.
now. You just
Okay,
did it.
5 o'clock. Yeah, on the 3rd of September, first weekend of September. Hope you're enjoying it. First Friday last night. Hope you had some fun last night. There was a lot of stuff happening downtown.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we're here with Sam DiAgostino. It's Open Mic Radio. You're listening to KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FFM. And we are a service of the New Wave Corporation, KOPN, your imagination station. Find us on the web, kopn.org. For me, you can find me at mikehagan.com. If you are interested in becoming a subscriber to the station, you can do that securely online at kopn.org. We're going to have a pledge drive in the next couple of weeks, I think. So just a heads up, so you don't have to listen. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I want to encourage you to keep listening and to send some money to KOPN and help us out here. We're on a real roll, as a matter of fact. The new place here is awesome, and bunch of cool new talent on the air. We've got a great new general manager, executive director, who's really enthusiastic and has got some great ideas. So anyway, really like what's happening here, and if you'd like to get involved, you can do that any time. But like I say, we got a pledge drive coming up, and we'd sure like your support. And I would too on this particular program. I need some sponsors for this show, or they're going to throw me off the air. Okay.
Gotta help keep the lights on.
Help to keep the lights on for
We
Open
can
Mic
do this
Radio.
in the dark, but it might actually turn out better.
Yeah. Might come up. We'll have John put on the night vision lens on the camera.
You guys
so.
would be like out on a sidewalk somewhere just doing the program. no radio station.
What you say about
what we do.
prophecies before? Let's hope.
That's what we do Sunday through Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's when our training period. So, all right.
You can
So,
see us out in front of Westlake here.
Kurt, we're top of the hour. We want to do our little rundown. Sam, if you want to take a break, go for it. We're gonna do a rundown of some of the events that are happening around town the next couple days, and if anyone would like to call, now's a great time. 573-443-8255. We'll be back in a few minutes with Sam DiAgostino. He's got a few more in his bag he's going to play for us. And, but right now we'll switch gears for a second, and me and Kurt will talk a little bit about what's happening around town tonight. So, with that, I will give you over to Mr. Kurt Kitson. What's up, Kurt?
I started at the dive bar, right? Said Sam's playing there on not until the 16th.
Yeah, might as well mention that, though.
Might as well mention,
Okay.
It's a good place to start as any. At 8 p.m. tonight, we got Banjo Joe and Danielle.
Okay.
I take it there's probably a horn section involved in that. Anyway, then the next show there. So there's not. I mean, you want me to go through these like all today first?
Yeah,
then bop back.
Well, no. Let's do every venue. Let's do one venue at a time and say what's happening.
All right.
week
So tonight's Banjo Dave and Danielle. That's at 8 p.m.
Okay.
This coming Friday is Jim Quisenberry at 5 p.m. and then the Hoodoos are at 8. And this is at the dive bar again. And then Saturday, a week from today, they have the Folk Around and Find Out Festival. And that's actually going on from 1 p.m. until 11 p.m. That's kind of a new thing that they're starting there.
Little afternoon thing going on out
Folk
there.
Around and Find Out is what they're calling it.
All right, I like it. Well, anything out there on the patios is usually a lot of fun. So,
well, an all-day thing, and hopefully they'll have as good weather as they have today.
Okay.
And then, of course, Friday the 16th, we have Sam DiAgostino and Tom Williams at 5 p.m. And then Billy Jack and Friends is at 8 p.m.
Okay, that'll be a really good night of music down there at the dive bar.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to, what do you say? How about Blue Note or Rose?
Blue Note has nothing going on right now, but I can tell you what's happening at Rose.
All right, nothing at the Note, huh?
No, for a while.
No, okay.
I don't know what that's all. Well, they had a show move. I can tell you about that because it's been moved at the Rose. But
Okay.
anyway,
all right, yeah.
Nothing tonight, but tomorrow, Sunday, is the Bokomo Ramble.
Oh, this is maybe the third or fourth year they've done that.
And this is
That's a fun event.
It's featuring Missouri Monsters and special guests, and then William Russell Wallace and David Dearnley.
Yeah, Dave Durnley of
Durnley.
of the Daves. In fact, Dave was here. What was he here last week or a couple weeks ago? He stopped in to see us. Remember?
He did, yeah. And that doors are open at 5, and the show's at 6, and that is a free show.
And that will be cool. The Missouri Monsters, by the way, is Mercer and Johnson plus a third member. I forget his name, but he's a very good guitar player. So when Mercer and Johnson play with that additional player, they call themselves the Missouri Monsters.
All right.
So
they must all be involved then.
That'll be awesome. And then you got William Russell Wallace and Dave Durnley. Excellent. Great. Yep. That'll be a lot of fun. That's Sunday, tomorrow, September 4th.
Free show at
Free
the Rose.
show. What time again?
The doors are open at 5, and the show starts at 6.
Okay, Bokomo Ramble tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Rose Park. Awesome.
So then the next show at Rose is Wednesday, and this is the show that was moved from
the Note.
From the Note, and it was the first thing they had listed. So it's Giovanni and the Hired Guns.
Giovanni and the Hired Guns.
Yeah, man, with David Quinn.
Okay.
So that's the doors are at 7. And the show starts at 8, and that's at Rose. You can get tickets for that $15 in advance and $18 the day of the show.
Okay, sounds good.
Now would be a good time to get a hold of those for Wednesday. Thursday is the Mall with special guests MotoGP and Chicago Sunspots. The doors on that are 8. Shows at 9. You can get tickets in advance for 8 and $10 the day of the show.
All right,
and
sounds
then
good.
This Friday is our friends the Hoot and Hollers with Fox Teeth.
That is that's gonna be a great show. That's the what is that, the 9th?
That is the 9th.
Okay, so September 9th.
Yep.
At Rose.
You can get tickets for $12 in advance there, 15 day of the show, and the doors are at 8, and the show will start at 9.
Okay, so that one is our good friends, the Hoot and Hollers, John, Andy, and Kelly, and Fox Teeth.
Definitely got to go to that one. Got to go to all these, actually.
That's Justin Hickerson and Michael Fox and Marissa... forget her last name. She's fantastic, though. And Josh Wright. But I've been really looking forward to seeing Fox Teeth, and I think I'm finally going to get to do it next Friday. So
that'll be a fun show for sure.
All right, cool. What else? What else we got going?
Well, next Saturday when we're not here because it's Big Cat Matt.
Yeah, Big Cat Matt next week. By the way,
next week. At the Rose as well is the 2020 Missouri Jazz Music Festival.
Yes, that's right.
It's got Ghost Note.
We talked about that last week, actually. Yeah.
It's got Ghost Note, Tom Andy's Quartet.
Fantastic.
Good for the Soul, Megan Birdsall, and the Columbia Jazz Orchestra. And that show's going to start at 1 p.m. And that is a free show as well.
Right on.
So doors at 1 and show starts at 2.
Okay.
So... how's that for the Rose?
That's good.
How's that do?
That's good.
Pretty good.
Cafe Berlin, anything going on there or not?
Cafe Berlin doesn't have anything going. They have been having shows,
right?
And they're starting to
kind of bring them back.
They've got a few listed, but they're a little farther down the road. I know our friends Don't Mind Dying are going to play, but that's an October show, and that's just been booked there. I just found out about that. Yeah.
All right, where are we going to go next?
But you ought to put it on your calendars for October 15th.
Don't Mind Dying at Cafe Berlin. Okay, that's a heads up.
Yeah.
About Cooper's Landing, we know we got the Daves.
We got Daves tonight.
What's happening tomorrow?
6 to 9 tomorrow. Noah Earl starts off from 2 to 5, and then
awesome. Noah Earl. I'd love to get Noah down here on the show. We keep trying, but it's just so far we haven't been able to get the timing.
And it's actually listed as Noah Earl, and then duo next to that. So I don't know
who he's performing.
I don't
with.
know if he's like split himself in two.
Noah, who you playing with? Call 573-443-8255.
Well. So there are going to be 2 Noahs down there. Maybe he just cloned himself.
All right. Noah Earl tomorrow at Cooper's. And tomorrow evening, who'd you say?
The Bel Airs are from 6 to 9.
Fun. Bel Air's down there tomorrow night.
And then Monday, actually, you will find this interesting. Down there from 2 to 5 is Backwater.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah, Blackwater at Cooper's next Monday.
At Cooper's, well, this Monday.
This coming Monday. Okay.
Yep, this coming Monday.
Awesome. Those are friends of the program as well.
Yeah.
Anything at the Roachport General Store? I don't know if that's one that we had on our list.
Yes. From 7 to 9 tonight, we got Dave Alvin
Okay.
And Friday is going to be Flyover Country.
Okay. All right.
We'll be there.
Very good.
And then, should we move on to the Les Boubous?
Yeah, Les Bourgeois. What we got going on there?
Les Bourgeois. Tomorrow you have the Calvin Street Band at 5 o'clock. And
Okay.
that's part of their summer music on the bluff top.
Which is really cool.
It's at the A-frame out there, yeah. So that's...
They do that every Sunday, and they'll do it for a couple more weeks. I think they wrap it up in October.
That sounds right.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else. East Side, I think, is karaoke tonight. What about the Pierpont store?
We just went over that, but I'll
We
go over
did?
it again. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're going back.
That's that short-term memory loss.
Dave Alvin 7 to 9,
Oh.
and then Friday is Flyover Country.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the Pierpont on your way, which you can go catch that. Well, on your way to the Daves or from the Daves.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
All right, so I also took a look at the Arcade District stage. They don't have anything going on this weekend. There is a new place that you kind of uncovered called Sticky's Cabana.
Sticky's Cabana.
Tell me a little bit about that place.
Sticky's Cabana opened up in this past fall, and my understanding is it's 3 veterans that have opened up the venue, and
it's a Columbia-based
thing.
place?
Yeah, let me find the...
I think you told me it was north of town.
It is.
Okay.
It is... Come on. Oh, it's on West Sycamore Hills Road, which is kind of like...
I don't know where that's at, but...
Up when Stadium turns to Highway E. Like just kind of keep going on up there.
Okay.
You know?
All right, so we got a new music venue.
Anyway, yeah.
And they're called Sticky's Cabana.
Sticky's Cabana.
What's happening down there?
And we've got Jace Ryan, which is it's a country show tonight.
Jace Ryan tonight?
From 7 to 10. Their doors open at 6. And they usually ask for $5, I believe. Well, I don't want to say doors. It's more gate. The gate opens. I believe it's an outdoor venue. And anyway, the gate opens at 6, and they ask for $5 at the gate. And all the proceeds, I know, go directly to...
Veterans Relief Funds, that type of thing?
Well, usually to the artist, but they are starting to do a lot of things like that, like... some fundraising events.
Good. I love it. I was down in Jeff City at the Capitol on Wednesday, participating in some testimony for the House Committee on Veterans Affairs for the state of Missouri, and we are involved in an effort to get psilocybin legalized. And a lot of veterans have found that has been extremely helpful for them in recovering from some of the effects of the fog of war, as they call it. So, anyway,
so did you go down there just to basically bring a lot of psilocybin?
Yeah, we all got high
and
gave it to all the legislators,
right.
And we had a hell of a time all afternoon.
Actually, I bet things would start working on.
It was very
actually,
it was so the opposite of that. There were doctors and professional people, myself included, and a number of veterans that were sharing their personal, real life stories about how they were helped by some of these substances. So anyway, it was legit stuff, and I think we actually got the ear of some of the lawmakers down there in Jeff City. So
I know it really also helps with like alcoholism and things that a variety of psychological,
a lot of things for sure.
Things that they can help with.
All right, well, that is about what we got for you this afternoon, and for the next few days coming up here in the music scene in Columbia.
If anybody's got anything else, I'd like to encourage them to call in and let us know.
Yeah, I found I had earlier looked at this Jeff City area list of bands that were coming through, but since then I've lost it. So I'll try to come up with that next time. But we'll try to widen our circle a little bit and get some venues that are a little bit further outside of the Columbia area over the next coming weeks. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the music here in the KOPN studio. We've got Mr. Sam DiAgostino with us this afternoon. Sam, I am Tall Man, and he's playing some awesome guitar songs and singing and sharing his music with us this afternoon. So I'm pleased to have him here doing it, and I'm going to see if he'll play another one for us. Sam, you want to do one?
Yeah, here's a Spanish one, since we were talking about the
Ah, we were talking about flamenco earlier.
Bolivia,
Yeah.
flamenco.
Oh, yes, and
Speaking
Bolivia.
of flamenco, Tom Williams. I wanted to say that back then.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I'll plug my stuff later.
Right.
Dave had to do his stuff. Anyway, this is, I think it's just Yo Te Amo.
It's KOPN Columbia. You're listening to Sam DiAgostino on Open Mic Radio.
Estoy encontrado en un mundo de caminos y cada cual tiene su luz. Me estoy enfrentando con pregunta tras pregunta, pero la luz que me toca, la verdadera, la sincera eres tú. Así que yo te amo, así que yo te quiero también, así que yo te amo, así que yo te quiero también. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Diablo habla y ahí me doy cuenta, es por la gracia que estoy aquí y aún por las nubes la visión se aclara, por eso estoy enamorado de ti, así que yo te amo. Así que yo te quiero también, así que yo te amo, así que yo te quiero también. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Birdie.
Wow.
That's a pretty one.
Damn. Sam DiAgostino. That's a lovely one. I almost called Te Amo.
Te amo.
Te amo.
Te amo. Te amo. Te quiero también. I love you. I want you to.
Beautiful.
It's Birdie.
I love it. When did you write that?
In Latin America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it originally was about God. You know, and it was more like te quiero can also mean I like you. You know, it was kind of like expressing love, but friendship in a way.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
All right. Okay. Upcoming shows. We talked a little bit about the show you have on the 16th, I think it is, right?
Yeah, so I've got the 16th at the Dive Bar. That's along with Tom Williams.
Right. Going to be fantastic.
So I can't wait for that. And I've got a show the 13th also at the Dive Bar for the song swap.
That's September 13th?
September 13th. So that's
Which is
Wednesday?
Okay, yeah, because the 17th is a Saturday. I know that much.
Yeah.
So it's Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that.
Right.
Okay.
So there's that, and that's about it, other than a private party. I'm also doing the...
Can we come? I mean, how private is it?
Yeah, Kimberly Kennard. Kimberly Kennard, everybody's welcome.
Oh, there you go.
Except I don't know where it's at, so...
Oh, nuts. That's all right. We'll figure that out.
It's in Mike's house.
Hey, what are y'all doing here? All right. How about...
So that's that. Like I said, I've got a video thing in the works. I'm working with Michael Del Rosario.
Not familiar.
I tell you what, this guy, I saw him on Facebook post some stuff, and he just plays incredible guitar and plays anything. You know, just any song, any genre, whatever. And he just posts stuff all the time.
That's crazy, isn't it? Some people can just cross all the genres and just nail it.
I started just liking his stuff, and then he started looking at my stuff, and and liking my stuff and we're commenting on each other's stuff. So I have this tune called "The Misfit," and I got together with them. It was kind of cool because we've only known each other on Facebook, so
digitally. Yes.
So we got to meet and play guitar, and he was everything I expected. I'm playing my ABC chords, and he's going. He goes, I think that's an F sharp seventh. I'm like,
you're like, oh yeah, okay, fine with me.
You do that.
Yeah, I think we used to call them cowboy chords. I'm like, that's the only ones I know. I know the simple cowboy chords. That's about it. So. All right. Tell me a little bit about what it's been like in the mid-Missouri music scene. You've been around for a long time, and I'm not trying to date you here, but or
I'm old.
Maybe you would like to go on a date. I don't know, but
I'll date me. My 66th is coming up, so
incredible. Yeah, well, you're looking great.
Thanks.
Playing great too. And
thank you.
Yeah. So, but anyway, you've been in the music scene for years here around mid-Missouri. Tell me a little bit about what it's like and just all the folks you met and the shows. And
we're lucky to be in a college town because that's part of the reason we have as much music as we do.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got music venues.
Absolutely.
And musicians that the dropouts and the deadbeats that don't do anything with their lives after school and become musicians.
Right.
Like my roommates.
Yeah.
I hope they're listening.
Are they any good?
No,
Are they making good music?
Oh, they are. Jordan Tucker.
I know Jordan well. He's been down here many times. I love him.
With the Cat
Daddy's
Daddies.
Fuzz Bunker Band.
He's a phenomenal.
He's a great bass player.
He has become a fantastic.
Outstanding. In fact, he also plays for a band called Blake Gardner and the Farmers,
and Blake Gardner is the other roommate.
Oh well, God! now that's hilarious because I love both those guys,
right.
and in fact they're both regulars here on the program.
I'm telling you, talk about a cool house to live in because there's some great music going on.
They
there.
played in Quincy, Illinois last night, which is where my son goes to college.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and anyway. Shout out to Blake and the gang and to Jordan. Yeah. Like you say, Blake's a super talented writer and a great guitar player, and Jordan can just tear the bass up. He's amazing.
But yeah, it's been so cool being in this town and being part of the music. My brother and sister. Have always been doing something and being part of that. And the open mics. You were faithful with Blue Fugue open mics when that was happening.
I'll tell you what, that was an amazing sort of cauldron or a crucible, I guess maybe is a better word, of just developmental music. So many people that came through those doors, the Blue Fugue, turned out to be really outstanding musicians. I mean, the
Hoot and Hollers. There's just all kinds of them.
Yeah, there's a whole host of them for sure.
But yeah, that was one of those things. It was interesting in that 9th Street venue, the Music Cafe, which later became the Blue Fugue. Mm-hmm. The bar kind of, rose and fell according to how popular original music was. When everybody was thumbing their nose up at original music, that place was dead. But then there would be a movement, and the music would come back, and all of a sudden the place is full of musicians and it's alive.
That was an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, yep, I agree. I think we're lucky to be in a town like we are, and we got a lot of great music around here. So, and a pretty friendly bunch too. Most of the comments I get from people like yourselves are that the in general the musicians get along and help promote each other and really try to lift the whole scene up.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, you have your troublemakers.
Well, always, right? Like Wayne. Oh, wait. No, there he is again.
That was it.
We're all picking on Wayne today. So.
That's hilarious.
All right, let me take a minute here and say this program is brought to you by listener support and a donation from Mid-Missouri Kickball League. Now, that sounds like fun. Now recruiting individuals or teams for their 5-week fall season. People 21 and older are welcome to... 21 and older, this is awesome. 21 and older are welcome to register for this Sunday Fun Day experience. More information available at www.midmissourikickballleague.com. a kickball league for us older fellas or girls and boys, whatever you call yourselves these days. Anyway, I love kickball. That was always a total blast. But I remember playing that when I was in grade school or something.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I used to love it too.
I wonder if they still have the same type of that ball, that real soft rubber ball.
The red rubber balls.
Loved it. Yeah. I wish I had one of those, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Get nailed right in the gut with it. All right, so Mid-Missouri Kickball League. Check that out. I think that's kind of cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. So
yeah, me neither. Yeah. That's new.
All right, I do know that Sam DiAgostino can play some songs and write some music, and he's going to do another one for us. We've got about what time we got? We're about 5:25. Yeah. Call it 25 minutes or so before we're going to scoot out of here and hand it over to Mr. Rashumba and a reggae party. The best in roots rock and reggae coming up here at 6 o'clock until 8. All right. In the meanwhile, let's have another one. That's right. Okay.
This one is this is a request by Korean. This is called the Animated Medley.
Very good.
Each verse tells a story. You'll hear it.
All right. Once again, Sam DiAgostino, Open Mic Radio, KOPN.
I know why that eagle don't fly. He just sits on his perch and broods. Open his eyes, kitty hawk done fly. She done hop in a cook and flew. He said, pigeon carrier, could you do a favor? Send a letter to my little chicken lamb. So pigeon hopped up too and delivered it too, but he came back with an aerogram. And she wrote upon it a return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. She wrote upon it a return to sender, address unknown, no such number, no such zone. Searching out your born deceiver, walked into the Bear's Breath pub, looking for a drink just to soothe his weary teeth and to see what kind of fur he might rub. Well, Carlotta Otter was a-working like she oughter when he slapped his tail and said, come here. I just want you to know you look so good in the water. And she leaned and whispered in his ear, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. Well, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. Well, little Natalie Nightingale, she sure could walk, she sure could well. She'd line them up and knock them down just the shake of her tail. Rockin' Robin was a begging with a tweet, 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 and she laughed at old Jim and the crow he'd have to eat. And she was flying high and puffed up proud, and she hopped up to the microphone and said out loud, 1, 2, 3, they're gonna come back to me. The pretty is a babe that they're never gonna keep. 1, 2, 3, they're gonna come back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave my exit. And go, they want me. Like go, they want me. They won't let go. X's and O's.
Sam DiAgostino, love it. Yeah. Huh?
There's the Muppets.
Oh man. Good stuff this afternoon,
little
everyone.
Natalie Nightingale.
Once again, in the studio, we've got Sam, the man, D'Agostino, with us. A few minutes left. Get a few more songs maybe out of him. But awesome stuff. All right, so how about other artists that you would like to perform with? I mean, are you planning on doing any collaborations? Are there people around here that you'd like to do stuff with?
Well, speaking of collaborations, I do want to talk about the Downtown Poetry Club.
And I should mention that your collaboration with John is certainly a collaboration, but others.
Yeah. So Ann Wright is a friend of mine, and she we were sitting having a beer. She was telling me about her poetry, and so she sent me her poetry. And boy,
so a poem by her would be Ann Wright's poetry.
And there you go. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you, Mike. He's
need
here.
a rim shot.
Well, he's here for a little while longer.
Okay.
Anyway,
that's what they're all saying.
So anyway, one thing I've always, even back in the open mic days, I tried to get poetry up on the stage. You know, when I ran the Earth Day.
Yeah, we had some spoken word stuff.
When I ran the Earth Day stages, I tried to get poets up there. You know, and so I talked to her, and I was like, I want you to come and be a part of some of my performances. So she did, and then the next thing you know, she started this Downtown Poetry Club. We meet first and third Wednesdays of every month at the Armory. And
cool.
It's great.
How well attended is it?
But there's about 8 people coming out, something like that.
And so you go as well,
it ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's just been fantastic.
And it's an open forum. You can just come there and read your poetry, or do you have to like an open mic sort of thing, like where you would sign up?
We all just sit around a table.
I see. Okay.
We all just sit around a table, and everybody talks about or shares what they're
writing or what they brought.
Right, and so some people actually bring what other poets have done and read other people's poetry. So it's a wide mix. I bring my guitar. And at first, I thought I'd bring my lyrics, but then I started realizing that the lyrics weren't coming out right because they were built to be with the music, and so there was an integral part of the expression that wasn't there. And so that was kind of flat, So I just started bringing my guitar, and sometimes I don't do it. Anyway, I'll present the lyrics and then go. So here's how the music affects that.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So that's cool. I've been doing stuff with Audra Sergel also.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Wonderful singer.
Been doing
and a hell of a piano player. Incredible pianist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just did. Doing a couple things at the Unity Church where she's at. And I just did the Pride Fest. I did Under Pressure. I did Bowie's part.
Nice. And a shout out to Audra. Actually, she also is part of a band called Rochelle and the Honey Doves. Yeah, Rochelle Knight and the Honey Doves, who have been here on the program with us. And Audra's a fantastic musician. That whole band's awesome.
And another thing is Amy McGovern. I've been doing stuff with her.
You mentioned her earlier, yeah.
Yeah, she runs the Nashville Songwriters Association thing, which meets once a month, and it's a great thing to be a part of. If you are into songwriting and you want to make that, if you want to make a living off it, or
it's a great way to learn the art.
They're in the business. This is about being in the business of songwriting. And it's really helpful if you're along those veins.
And where's that held?
It's a Zoom meeting.
Oh, really?
It has been that way, like many things, ever since COVID.
Huh.
Yeah.
It works out, though, huh?
It works out. Honestly, I kind of like the live setting because we would have 10 people around a table with guitars.
Right. It's hard to replace
songs
that.
Yeah. But it still works out very well, actually. You adapt.
And give me an idea how many people are participating in that. I mean, are you drowned out by 1,000 other people, or is it relatively small?
It's relatively small at this point. I'd say there's usually about 6 to 8.
Oh, yeah, no, that's super reasonable.
Yeah, it is really reasonable. Yeah. Everybody gets a chance to do their thing. Like I say, they have the prompts, which you try and write something according to the prompt. And some of the people come with a completely produced song, it's done,
Right.
And then there's people like me that go, well,
What do you think about this?
Twang.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we'll twang another one else for us here, okay?
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah. Let me remind people that it is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Sign up for the podcast. You'll find this lovely program magically appears in your play box every so often. And, if we ever do have any bonuses, that's where you'll get it. We don't have any bonuses yet. So I can't give you a bonus. If we ever do have them, though, you'll get it if you have the podcast. Right? Podcast is fun. I like to say podcast. I got a bone to pick real fast too. There are a lot of people that like put up their stuff on YouTube or whatever and call it a podcast. You have to have an RSS feed in order to be a podcast. Okay, that's my opinion. So if you don't have an RSS feed, you're not a podcast.
What's an
okay?
RSS? What's an RSS feed?
Well, it's a technical term that has to do with the way that the program is made available out there on the web, and there are a real podcast aggregator will look for RSS feeds, and that's how it finds the podcast.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Anyway, a lot of people don't have real podcasts. Okay, but I digress. We have one here at KOPN and Open Mic Radio on the web at Open Mic Radio. No, Open Mic. What's my name? Mike Hagan. www.mikehagan.com. And you can find Open Mic Radio, cool stuff there on the web, okay? All right, let's get to Sam DiAgostino and a piece of music here. What are you going to do, Sam?
This is a takeoff of What a Wonderful World, like the old Louis Armstrong thing.
Love it, okay.
Except it's quite different.
All right, once again, Open Mic Radio, Sam DiAgostino, KOPN Columbia.
By a dream I was captured, my liberty enraptured, or so it seemed. I sold my soul for just a touch. Let's start that again. By a dream I was captured, my liberty enraptured, or so it seemed. I sold my soul for just a touch. Well, it didn't hurt that much. And now, in a dim-lit room with pool game rules, I move from stool to stool with my heart on my sleeve and ball in hand. I'm thinking life is grand, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I believe in falling in love with you. It's the best, it's the worst I can do. I guess the rest is up to you. And so, in a dim-lit room with pool game rules, I move from stool to stool with my heart on my sleeve and ball in hand. I'm thinking life is grand, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. So tell me, where do we go from here? I can't run and I will not hide my love. I play the game, but I can't abide my love. And so, in a dim room with pool game rules, I move from stool to stool with my heart on my sleeve and ball in hand. I'm thinking life is grand, and I say to myself, what a wonderful world. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yeah.
You
Fantastic. All right. Wonderful stuff. Sam DiAgostino this afternoon in the studio with us. You're listening to it. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Love it. I love to do this program. I mean, come on.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
And can do it, obviously, without talented people like you. And thank you very much. And I really mean it.
Right on.
Sam, it's been
Right
great.
on.
So thank you.
Yeah.
And John, always thanks to you as well. We got a little more time here, though. What else you got on your mind? You want to chat about anything else? We got a few more minutes. If you can, I'll give you the stage or the soapbox, whatever you choose.
I don't know. Not a whole lot else I could think of, really. Looking forward to. Oh, we got the Great Waltz coming up.
Oh, the last waltz, which is
The last waltz. I always call it the Great Waltz.
That's all right.
It's the Great Waltz.
Either way, the Great Wall.
Great Waltz of China.
The Great Waltz of China.
Yeah, you get the Great Waltz of China.
All right, so but yeah, it's an annual event, the Last Waltz here, and that's another one that Tony's been deeply involved in for a long
he just
time.
got in touch with me and asked if I could do the
What will you be?
Papa Staples.
Oh, nice.
Papa Staples, which means I sing the weight. Which is just fun.
That's one of In fact, that's probably the most recognizable for people who aren't really familiar with the band. That's one of the ones that everybody knows, right?
And it's fun too because throughout the night you have all these eclectic kind of performances by these great Columbia artists.
Oh yeah, incredible!
They really bring in like the A-list kind of.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then you get to the weight. Take a load off Fanny, and it's the party song. So
yeah.
And there's just nothing better than me walking out on stage.
Oh yeah, when that's coming up, because everybody wants to hear it.
The party,
Yeah. Oh no, and the band's incredible.
Oh yeah.
Everybody who performs is just top notch, and
those guys are kind of like the band.
Yeah.
I mean they really are.
And the effort that goes into that production every year. I mean the rehearsals, and I mean it's a professional event. It's awesome.
Yeah. I guess there used to be a band. What do they call that? Cover band, or I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, like
tribute band. So there was a band tribute band. I guess it used to come from St. Louis and do it. And then they couldn't one year or something, so they got the Crawdaddies, and now they will never change.
Right?
It. Yeah.
No, it's a tradition now.
Of that?
26th, I think, but you can't take that from
of this month.
November.
Of November.
It's always around Thanksgiving.
Okay, that's right. So we got a couple months before that comes up on us. So, well, and I'm sure I'll get Tony down here sometime and talk about that before the thing. And you're welcome. I tell everybody when they come and perform like you that on the afternoons like this, you're more than welcome anytime just to drop in and say hi. And if you got your guitar with you, come in and play a couple songs.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's I'm really trying to encourage an open door policy and get a lot of people kind of interacting down here. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, we are at about 5:42. We're going to hand it over to Morgan here. I'm sorry, to Rashumba and a reggae party. Wow, slipping that song, man. That was a really script there. So let's see if Sam will do one more for us.
Sure.
All right, we'll have one more from Sam. Then you and me will wrap things up, Kurt, and we'll get out of here and hand it off to Rashumba. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, everybody. It's Mike. Oh, Sam. Let's talk about first contact info. What if somebody wanted you to play for them? They want to get a hold of you. They you owe them money, whatever,
Yeah. I don't know, Facebook. I can throw out my number, I guess.
If you're comfortable, but
children's parties?
What's that?
Do you do children's parties with the puppets too?
No.
Weddings and children's
No.
parties? Why did you bring the puppets?
No. I have to talk to Wayne first.
Well, even after even the ghost of Wayne's
even when he's
nailed.
not here, he gets slammed.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. Well, if people want to find you, Facebook, Sam DiAgostino.
I'm easy to find. Let's face it. About 573-289-2492. Not that anybody's writing that down.
Well, you never know. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, let's have another song, and then we will we'll move along.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. All right. Once again, you're listening to...
This is Mona Lisa Smiles Again.
Okay. All right. It's Sam DiAgostino, Open Mic Radio, KOPN.
They ask me to play for you, I will. They ask me to cry for you, I will. Sweet harmony will be just 2 steps away. Your heart will sing by the words I say. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again. They ask me to dance with you, I will. They ask me to hold your hand, I will. I will lead you when it's right. Our heads will spin as our feet take flight, and we will bow on to the night. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again. Cantaré al amor que permanece en ti. Clamaré al amor para que miraras a mí. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again. Yeah, 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 yeah. They ask me to fall for you, I will. They ask me to wait for you, I will. I will meet you at the door. Your feet will never touch the floor. You'll learn the meaning of a door. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again. Cantaré al amor que permanece en ti. Clamaré al amor para que miraras a mí. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And Mona Lisa will smile again. And Mona Lisa will smile again.
Beautiful.
Very good. Thank you. Mike, I really appreciate you having me on the show.
Sam, I had a wonderful time. You played some great songs. I sure appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll see what we can get here from Mr. Lamb.
All right.
Right? And I'll be in touch. All right.
Did you recording yet?
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
What, I miss anything?
I think we're good.
We good?
I think we covered a lot of bases.
Who should I get on the show?
Oh, let's see. Well, Amy for one.
Amy. I need to write her name down.
Yeah.
And what's her last name?
McGovern.
McGovern, that's right. Amy McGovern. Okay, I'll find her. And
Excellentissimo.
Very good. And we'll see you on the 16th at the dive bar.
The 13th and the 16th, both at the dive bar. Come on out.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Sam DiAgostino. Appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you all out there in Radio Land.
There you go.
Love you, people.
And we love you all, too. And we're talking to you here from KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're on the web at kopn.org, streaming 24/7. Stick around, Rashumba and a reggae party coming at you in just a few minutes here. And I got a couple other things here to kind of wrap things up. But, yeah, awesome. Sam Agostino, fantastic stuff. Glad you're making music, and hopefully we get more from Sam
talented
in the future. Oh, yeah, he's amazing. All right, next week, Big Cat Matt and a Rockabilly Corner. So we will be off the air, and I'll be sitting there sipping a beer listening to Big Cat Matt.
Yep.
Next weekend, playing some fantastic rockabilly and traditional country music. Matt's the man. Okay, we will be back. Kurt and I will be back on the 17th with Concannon, another group of local youngsters making music, and we'll probably have a couple other surprises like we usually do. Also coming up in the next weeks and months, Nick Danger, Provoke the Colossus, Estrella. Elephant Foot will be back with us. Ruby Lane will be with us. And I'm sure some of our regular guests will be back to say hi as well, okay? All right, the email address, Mike Hagan at MikeHagan.com. Website, same thing, MikeHagan.com. Podcast, go get it. And subscribe. Send me music if you'd like to appear on the show. And, yeah, I think that's about it. You've been listening to Open Mic Radio. We're right here on KOPN 89.5 FM. Hope you all enjoy the weekend. Be cool to yourself. Be cool to other people. And stick around. Ross Shum been a reggae party.
Reggae party
coming at you. All right. We'll catch you all in a couple weeks with Concannon. And now I will ask my good friend, Mr. Kurt, to take us out of here.